o'clock on your Monday morning. Glad you're up with us here on 13 Sunrise.
I'm just thinking of all the excitement that we've got here this week for the city of Indianapolis with the Pacers playing this week. Obviously not home, but still a lot of excitement there. And then the parade on Saturday.
Yes. And I think it's going to be fine for those. I'm a bit concerned about this afternoon in that there are a lot of teams just did not have a good day yesterday, like the Penske team. Horrible day yesterday, and they need some time before Carb Day. Could we get that in? Absolutely. Could there be some rain this afternoon in that short window? Yes. Okay. And I'm going to talk about that, but happy Monday to you. It's good to be back with everybody. This is a look at 601 out by the Country Club of Indianapolis, and you can see in this legendary old golf course, in the eastern sky, the clouds are beginning to break, and we're about, let me figure this out, about 22 minutes away from sunrise, something like that. Sky beginning to lighten a bit, but we do have our share of cloud cover out there in downtown Indy this morning. And to our west, there's rain. This is a look at live Doppler 13, and since we've been on the air now for the past 2 hours, this rain has now moved over Southern Illinois University at Carbondale, Cape Girardeau, Cairo, Illinois, and then up by St. Louis. So this is still a ways off. I do think later today we're going to see some of these pop-up showers throughout the area. 54 in Indy. Yeah, I think some of you don't get wet at all. 48 in Crawfordsville and Kokomo. Monticello's at 49 as Richmond is still in the 40s. It's 54 in Indy, 56 in Bloomington, and down in Washington, Indiana this morning. As we go through the day, some spotty showers will move through, especially this afternoon, and then we'll hold off on more rain until tomorrow. And we have a weather impact alert day for tomorrow. As the kids are heading off to school, long sleeves required in the 50s, and we'll top out at 74 later on this afternoon. Lindsay, it looks like something's going on in the northwest side. Is that right?
Yeah, we have everything's been moved off into the shoulder, which is good because it did quickly create a slowdown here. But this is going to be coming up the I-65 corridor, kind of just northwest of I-865, where that meets up with 65 on the northwest side. This is as you're approaching that Whitestown Parkway exit. This crash right here that is now over in the shoulder was once in one of the travel lanes. We had a couple of emergency crews here on scene that just left as well. So we'll monitor that, let you know if we see any more brake lights or slowdowns developing along that I-65 corridor there on the northwest side. We're also following the construction zone that's ongoing out in Hancock County. This is I-70 at State Road 9. Obviously, we still have this new traffic flow pattern, and that ramp is still blocked from I-70 westbound onto State Road 9. That is set to reopen coming up this June.
Lindsay, thank you. Well, Metro Police tell us they responded to over 10 separate shootings just over the weekend, including a block party that turned deadly.
This morning, we know that a juvenile was shot and killed at that block party. A man was also injured. Matthew Foltz is following this investigation and joins us live this morning. Hi, Matthew.
Yeah, good morning to you both. Metro Police calling this a tragedy just for everyone involved. And right now they're doing everything they can to find out who pulled the trigger that injured not only this man, but took this young boy's life. Now, Metro Police telling us the shooting happened around Saturday night around just around 10:30 near 29th and Dearborn. Officers say they had patrols already in that area monitoring that party before shots rang out and people started scattering. Officers say they found 3 cars that had crashed near that block party and believe several people involved in that crash started shooting at each other. Police later found a boy who had been shot who was originally listed in stable condition, but at some point his condition worsened and he later died at the hospital. Right now, IMPD says they want to prevent this type of incident from happening again.
Let the community know that we are going to be heavily in this area. We're going to be patrolling. We're going to be visible. Try to give that sense of safety back that what you lose, you know, when an incident like this happens in your neighborhood.
And police say they later found out that a man had took himself to Community East Hospital with gunshot wounds, and investigators believe he was also shot at that block party. Now, this morning they are asking anyone who might know any small detail or large detail of this shooting to give them a call, or Crime Stoppers. Meanwhile, Julie and Jalea, we know that was just one of 10 shootings that happened across the weekend, including a triple shooting that happened right in the heart of downtown. We'll break that down coming up at 6:30.
Okay, we'll check in with you soon then, Matthew. Thank you.
Well, happening today, a father will be in court for the death of his 1-year-old son. Police say Isaiah Johnson was shot and killed by accident when his 5-year-old brother got a hold of a gun in 2023. Investigators also found drugs, including marijuana and cocaine, in the child's system. Their father, Deontay Johnson, is charged with multiple drug and child neglect felonies. The jury, set to begin at 1, will be in the courtroom. Isaiah's mother, Shatia Welch, was sentenced to 6 years for neglect in February.
Looking ahead to tomorrow, Governor Mike Braun is moving forward with the execution of Benjamin Richie.
Now, his decision does come after the state parole board rejected Richie's clemency request. Richie shot and killed Officer Bill Toney during a foot chase in Beech Grove in September of 2000.
Richie's legal team has asked the Supreme Court to get involved. That's the final option to stop the lethal injection that is set for tomorrow morning. Well, the WNBA is investigating alleged racial comments directed at Angel Reese by fans at Gainbridge Fieldhouse on Saturday.
The Players Union says it supports the investigation and does condemn all forms of hate and discrimination. And this is from The Fever. We are aware of the allegations of inappropriate fan conduct, and we are working closely with the WNBA to complete their investigation. We stand firm in our commitment to providing a safe environment for all WNBA players.
The Fever won their season opener against the Sky Saturday. And it was an incident in the third quarter where Caitlin Clark got a flagrant foul for hard contact on Angel Reese. That was at the center of a lot of this. Now there are allegations of hateful comments coming from the crowd.
Well, for the first time since Teo Fabi did it in 1983, there was a rookie now sitting in the pole position for Sunday's Indy 500.
Robert Schwartzman will lead the field of 33 cars after that incredible weekend of qualifying. Let's go to Dominic Miranda, who has more from IMS.
What a day at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Enough stories for the next 2 years coming out of the last 2 days. Qualifying well worth the price of admission, and now the grid is set. At the end of it all, a rookie for the first time since 1983 will be leading the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500. Robert Schwartzman has never driven an oval. He's 25 years old of Prema Racing, and you would have thought he's been doing this for years with the way he drove this weekend.
We finally managed to deliver the best performance I've ever had. Honestly, yeah, it was unbelievable. I have no words to describe because I still can't believe it. It's just like a dream. Somebody needs to pinch me, and it's like I need to wake up because it's unbelievable.
Takuma Sato, P2, Pato Award, P3, both extremely happy with how their days finished.
It was great. It was a perfect run, for us, and finally we nailed it. Everything perfectly together. Obviously, great. I'd be really proud of all the teams, and huge congrats to Prema and the Schwartzman. Wow.
We're right there. We're right there. We had a very quick car all month, and we're going to continue to have it in the race. So now we can work on that and see what we can make happen.
The other side of the coin, of course, who was bumped? Jacob Abel, a rookie, unfortunately not making the cut. The Dale Coyne driver disappointed with the result.
It sucks, obviously. It's like something happened on Friday night. I don't know if someone came in there and stole all of our speed or horsepower, but yeah, as soon as we hit Saturday, we just didn't have any pace, and it honestly just kept getting slower and slower each run. So, but regardless, we'll be back next year, hopefully.
Now to Team Penske's day on Sunday. It began with Scott McLaughlin involved in a nasty-looking wreck during practice, a significant blow to one of the fastest cars all week. McLaughlin understandably heartbroken.
I know I got the best crew in pit lane. I'm sure they're already pulling things out and working hard to make sure that we got a just as fast car, but I know that thing was a rocket ship and I destroyed it.
And it got worse on Sunday for Team Penske. Right as Will Power and Joseph Newgarden were set to go out for their runs during the Fast 12, it was announced that they had failed their tech inspection. They were wheeled back to the garage and did not run. The Fast 12 was reduced to 9. McLaughlin, Newgarden, and Power will start P10, P11, and P12 respectively. Obviously a tough day for Team Penske, but the story this weekend, Robert Schwartzman, a rookie, leading the field in the Indianapolis 500. So much has happened over the past 2 days. I may write a book. Unbelievable drama here in Indy, making this place exactly what it is and setting the table for a great Indianapolis 500. Much more coverage on WTHR+. Here at IMS, I'm Dominic Miranda, 13 Sports.
Let's talk about what's happening today at IMS. They're hosting Riley Champions for some VIP treatment a little bit later. So a lot of kids and families will be getting a chance to hang out at the track, take a tour. They'll have lunch up in one of the suites. And then one of the kids will be named an honorary pit crew member for Ed Carpenter Racing.
This all starts at 11 o'clock this morning. Of course, we'll be keeping an eye out for that new pit crew member at the race this Sunday.